Hi, I'm Amythyst. Welcome to Sage Circle. Today's pick a pile is about the messages from Grandmother Moon in association with the November 30th moon for 2020. And I love Grandmother Moon. She's dedicated to her people, to her country, to her clan, to the earth. You know, the country is her earth, and not to her country as in a specific country. Country is in the country, the earth, the planet, country, the land. So I thought it would be sweet to pull out some messages from her. So this pile in the middle, at the end of each pile, I will be pulling out some messages specifically from Grandmother Earth to do with this moon. So this is the first pile, the yellow highlighter, pile 1. And this is the second pile, the orange highlighter, pile 2. I might just put this up a bit, guys, because it's a bit... Okay, so first pile, yellow pile. It says, surrender to the divine. And it is actually the full moon card. So Grandmother Moon wants you to understand that everything you do is a cycle. Everything you do has to start from the beginning and come round full circle to make it complete and whole. Grandmother Moon is saying that even though she's in full bloom right now, it took time to get here. It took a whole month of work and working on herself to get to this point. So she wants you to remember that all your hard work is paying off. You're in full bloom. And if you are not in full bloom and your manifestation hasn't quite paid off yet, it is coming. It is right here, right now. And this is a really good time for this particular moon to write a note or a letter, or even just a list of the things that you have been manifesting or that you no longer want in your life or you don't feel like are serving you, and you can burn it. You can burn it in the laundry tub or in the kitchen sink or in a bowl or a metal like saucepan or in a cauldron or something. If you know how to burn things, you can do that safely. If not, you can just wait till the full moon's over and then pop it in the bin or flush it down the toilet. If it's things that you no longer serve, but if it's things that you are working on, I wouldn't be flushing it anywhere. Next card. It says clarity. Awesome. So you need to be very clear and very concise about the things you are manifesting into your life, even things that are in a subconscious state. So, you know, if you're thinking, oh, I'm not going to be able to fit into that dress at Christmas, well, you're manifesting that. So don't come from that mindset. This actually looks quite similar to my crystal ball. Look, it's almost the same size. It is the same bloody size. I haven't pulled this out for about a year. So Grandmother Moon is saying to you that you need to be very clear about what it is you want in your life. This moon is a very powerful moon. I'm pretty sure it's an eclipse. And you need to just be concise and be very clear about what it is you do and don't want, because whatever you've been working on, it's just about to hit. It's just about here. Spirit is showing me that it's almost like all these parcels and packages are sitting on the other side of a low sort of 4 foot high kind of like little wooden white picket fence is what it is. And Spirit is showing me there's all these parcels and packages on the other side of there that are all bundled up for all sorts of different people. So basically what that means is what you've been manifesting and working on is right there. It's at the gate. It's right there to be received. You just need to open to receive. So be very clear about what you do and don't want. Cool. Grandmother Moon is saying you need to work on your financial health. Now that doesn't mean try to make more money and have more money come in. It means being respectful and grateful for the money you have in your life. You need to give thanks to yourself for all the hard work that you've done and everything you've manifested involving financial health. If your relationship isn't the best with money, that you need to work on that. This is a really good time, and this is something that you could manifest with this particular moon. Grandmother Moon is watching down over everybody on the planet at the moment, and she's really happy to see how far people have come this year with their changes, with their growth. The amount of people that were in unhappy jobs, this could even be you. You could still be in a position in a job that you don't want to be in. This is a really good time to manifest your financial health. So if you're in a job where you're earning fantastic money, but you don't get along with your co-workers, or you're not happy in your environment, or your ethics and your morals don't agree with the standard of what you're doing in your job, that's financial health there in itself. You need to work on that. Moon's up in the sky. You're getting watched down over. These are colours of the chakras. There's a rainbow here, so there's definitely some angelic assistance. Now this is a bonsai. This is a beautiful bonsai tree. So you've definitely got money coming, but you need to get your financial health in order. Pick up after yourself. Okay. So this card is saying that you're the only person that can pick up after yourself. If you're grumpy, pick it up. If you've literally dropped your shoes where you shouldn't have, pick them up. If your attitude's shit, pick it up. If you're not being as social with people that you probably could be right now, pick it up. You're the only person that can truly, truly look after and pick up after you. So Spirit is saying, now's the time. It also looks like this could be set in the sky, this picture in the background, and looks like a little moon, even though it's not, but it could be. So just pick up after yourself, and it could just be your attitude even. You could just be in a bit of a shit attitude, pick up. I love these moon cards. So it says, moon phases, half to full moon. Embracing high levels of motivation and energy will bring feelings of empowerment and satisfaction. Awesome. I'm pretty sure I said that just before, that if you're not quite in the phase of receiving or getting the blessings from all your hard work and everything you've been manifesting, that it's okay, because it's in the phase and you're coming very close to that. You're coming very close to that. Grandmother Moon is saying that she's watching you, and she's aware of the effort that you've put in, and she has heard your silent prayers and your silent thoughts. And even if you don't pray, the thoughts that you wish, I hope this happens and I hope this will work out, for example, that's what she's talking about. She's watching you. You're halfway through. You've done half the work, and that doesn't mean that you need to do half the work again to get your results. You're in the middle of your manifestation, basically. So hang in there. It says here, ascension. Okay. So an ascension can mean numerous different things to numerous different people. It doesn't have to always be a spiritual ascension. A lot of emphasis is put on an ascension as a spiritual ascension. It mightn't be. It might just be your own physical health. You might have trimmed down. You might have stuck to some sort of an eating regime or a health regime, and you're seeing really good results, and you've ascended through that. You've ascended. You've come through the other side with growth and higher up the chain in yourself, or higher up in yourself as a person. You've blossomed. There's been growth. It could also be spiritual growth. It could be physical, mental, emotional, sexual even growth. There has been an ascension, or you're in the middle of one. This card doesn't give it as a time frame. It just purely says ascension. So you're doing a good job. This is a good message. This is a good indication that you're on the right path. Right here, changes. Okay. To me, it looks like this card could be the night sky. It was basically like a moon in the middle and some stars and stuff going around it. That is a symbol. It's a swell. You class it as a chakra ray or a Reiki swell. I actually have a swell similar to this tattooed on the back of my neck. So it's an energy point for me to my Akasha. So basically what Grandmother Moon is saying to you is change is inevitable. She wants you to understand that she's had to go through a whole month of change and growth to get to her full capacity. She's saying that you need to just step back and realize that changes are inevitable. Surrender to the divine. What you're doing has been the right thing. You've worked on yourself to no end. And even if you can't see the rewards or other people aren't noticing that, don't worry about what other people think. Just do what's right for you. Don't worry if people are talking about, oh, she's changed. Yeah, people fear change. People really do. So your message is changes are inevitable. You're going through some changes. You're in full bloom. You're on the right path. You're doing a fantastic job. Impatience, right. There's like a moon in the back of this card. So don't be impatient. Don't be impatient, because things take time to grow. Seeds take time to grow. Things take time to bloom. Whatever you've been working on is right there. As I said, Spirit has showed me like this little wooden gate, this little wooden fence, little wooden white picket fence with all these parcels wrapped in different things behind it for all the people that have manifested this year. And this is a really good moon. So again, maybe you could go stand out in the moon. Maybe you could write a letter and leave it out in the moon. You could put some water, boiled water from a kettle, in some jars or water bottles, as long as it's like cooled down enough to put in a water bottle. And you can use that to drink. That's good quality moon water there. You can use that in spells. You can use that in cooking. You can use that in your bath. You can do anything you want with that moon water. If you don't know about moon water, I recommend you look it up, because I could just harper on about moon water. But you can also put your face toner outside as well under the full moon, and you could just speak over the container with the lid open, you know. This moon water is blessing me with the fullness of my cheeks, and I am replenished, and my skin is ripe and juicy like the full moon. But yeah, don't be impatient. Everything you've worked on is coming. You've done a fantastic job. Look, you can reach out and touch it. It's basically in the physical. It's right here. Gossip. Okay. Well, I did actually say earlier, if people are saying, oh, you've grown. Yeah, that's exactly right. You have grown. Don't pay heed to the gossip. Don't listen to it. You know, this woman in the middle is a gossip, and she's talking about everybody's business. And these two women on the side have their arms folded. So even if this woman's coming from a space of love, see, she's in green. It's about the heart chakra. But that doesn't mean that what she's saying is her place to say. She's not necessarily putting people down or putting you down or whatever your situation is, but there's definitely gossip, or there will be. Don't worry about it. These women are aware of the truth. They're just standing there listening to this woman harper on about shit that she has no right to accomplish with. So don't worry about it. Just push past it. People fear growth. Okay, so these little cards here are just some little channeled messages from Grandmother Moon. And I'll pull out a couple. Please, can we have some messages for group 1 for this moon? I'll chuck them down because I was loose in my hands. What else we got? Come on, guys. 1 or 2 more, please. All right. First card says make. You need to make an effort. You need to make sure that what you're doing with your manifestation to do with this full moon is in the right place. Make sure that you're not bringing in or ushering in negative energy. Just create. Just make what you want out of this life. This full moon is so powerful. Now, people always say that you can put your crystals out under the full moon. Not all crystals like being out under the full moon. So before you go and just chuck your handful of crystals out under the full moon, I recommend that you actually research what crystals can and can't go under the moon. But you need to make the effort, make the time, make the space, make amends, whatever make means to you. Grandmother Moon is saying now's the time. Next one, tradition. Grandmother Moon is saying that you need to incorporate your family tradition, your ancestral tradition, or just traditions to what you do associated with the moon or with yourself. You just need to stick to a traditional way forward. Your manifestation techniques are well underway. They're working, and your spirit team wants you to know that they're with you. This just could mean ancestors. It's all about tradition. Maybe you're not aware yet, but there's members of your family in spirit that would work with the moon, or were witches or shamans or healers or what have you, or light workers as well, and you don't know that because they've been passed a long time before you came. But this is all about tradition, this card. Claim. Grandmother Moon is saying your claim. You make your claim, stake your claim, claim your land, stick your stick in the land and say, this is mine, I claim it. This is all about claiming your growth, claiming your manifestation, claiming what no longer serves you and going, you know what, that's not mine anymore. Thank you very much, but I now give it back to the universe to be transmuted into love and given back out. Claim, make a claim, claim your beliefs, stand your ground. Sage. Woo! Now, this could mean more than one message. Sage, it could be sage as in a mage, a witch, a sage. It could be sage as in you've been growing sage. It could mean sage as in you need to sage yourself. Basically, this just means to purify, because people don't necessarily smudge. If you don't smudge, this is a message that you need to either cleanse yourself at this time of year. Go out and stand out of the moon and literally just say, moon, please cleanse and purify and protect me. Cleanse me of the last month's energy. If you are a witch, or you do know a witch, or you do know a sage, maybe ask them what they would do. Maybe get some advice. Maybe you are growing sage. Literally, I can see sage. Maybe you've been wearing sage. Let's get one or two more, guys. One. Okay, this one says cook. So basically, Grandmother Moon is saying, have a yummy meal. Get festive with your moon. Cook. Eat right. Do the right thing. Replenish your body. Use the energy from the moon, the fullness from the moon, and literally say, I am ushering. Take your food out before you cook it, or take your plate out and sit under the moon and eat it. It's all about cooking with the intent of growth and fullness. And ritual. This ties in for me. This ties in with cook. This ties in with sage. This ties in with all of them. Claim, make, tradition. It all ties in. Basically, what the messages are from Grandmother Moon is that you're doing the right thing. Everything you're doing is bringing you to a place of wholeness. All your manifestations will be coming forward. Now, let's just be realistic, guys. If you're manifesting things that you want specific people to break up in their relationship and stuff, what goes around comes around. And I'm a firm believer in karma. But what people don't understand about karma is it doesn't mean it's going to happen in this life. It could be 4 lives away that the karma comes back. So, be ritualistic. You're on the right path. Light some candles, have a bath, whatever it is that you're doing. Sage. Cook with the intent of full moon energy. Tradition. Make your manifestations come to fruition and stake your claim. So that's really cool. I love these messages. Thank you very much. Let's go over to the second pile. The orange highlighter. So Grandmother Moon says, the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Right. Well, that speaks for itself. It's another full moon card. So you could be a Gemini. You might know a Gemini. Gemini could be of an important time for you that month, that time frame of the year. You might be dealing with a Gemini, whatever it is. Somebody could be two-faced, and no offense to Gemini, but there's two sides to a Gemini. I'm a Pisces, there's two sides to a Pisces. So the answers you need are coming. The moon is full, so don't worry. What you were getting will come through, because once the moon is full, what else can you put in there? What else can top up the moon? What else can top up your cup? What else can top up your full capacity of things? Nothing. Once it's full, and there's nowhere else for things to go apart from to come out. So you'll get your messages. The answers you need are coming. It says here, empowerment. Whoa. This chickie looks fantastic. Look at the moon. It's glowing. So Grandmother Moon is saying, stand in your power. Stand in your power. This full moon is a really strong, powerful moon. Stand in your power. Go stand in the moon. Ask for Grandmother Moon to give you some strength and some energy. Empower you. Look how full this moon is. I can't believe this. Even just on the card through the camera, it is just beaming. You are in your power. This woman is looking straight at the camera. She's no nonsense. She's not invasive in any way, but she's just in her power. Hello, Salem. That is my cat. Meow. Can you move for Mama? Go, baby. Move out the way. He's a moon baby. I take him out every full moon. Now he's sniffing the crystal ball. Okay, so it says here dreams. And there's also a big moon, a full moon in the back of this card, and a smaller moon down the bottom. Interesting. So basically what Grandmother Moon is saying, one, if you've been having some fantastic dreams, you need to jot this information down. Or two, you need to follow your dreams. Stand in your power. The answers you need are coming. Follow your dreams. Your dreams are coming into fruition. It's right there out the window. You can see it. You can see your dreams. They're right there. You can look at them. You know that you've done hard work. You know what you've done to get where you are. Stand in your power. Follow your dreams, or jot your dreams down, because you will get messages. The answers you need are coming. Salem, Mama. Hello, Mummy boy. He's 4. His name is Salem Sage. He is my familiar. Okay, speaking of Salem, hairball. All right, so the message here is that what are you choking up on? What are you not coming out with? Now, to me, this is a blue card, so there could be some throat chakra stuff coming on here. Hairball. What do you need to dislodge for you to be able to have your say, have your peace, be authentic in your empowerment? I'm not saying you're not authentic, but what I'm saying is that the hairball card come out, and we all know that means something's a bit stuck in your throat or you're blocked somehow. Maybe you need to actually do a little tune up for your throat chakra. But having said that, I've just got a message here. There's red in the background. Spirit is saying that you actually also need to get your root chakra. Do a little tune up. You can do 10-15 minute ones anyway on YouTube and stuff. So Spirit is saying you definitely need to do a tune up, but you need to do your root as well. There's also blue in the bottom of the card here, sacral, what have you. So yeah, what are you needing to say or come up or cough out? What do you need to just get to remove some residue, because you're standing in your power and your dreams are coming into fruition? Awesome. It says here, moon phase is dark moon. Spend time in contemplation and meditation in order to seek greater understanding of yourself and those around you. Okay. The answers you need are coming. Just sit back and be quiet. You know that the information you want is coming forward, and this is a clear indication from Grandmother Moon, from Spirit, that you just need to be quiet now. Even though we're in a full moon now, this is just moon cards. And the message is that spend time in contemplation and meditation in order to seek greater understanding of yourself and those around you. You'll get the messages. The dream card comes up as well. So you might have a dream about somebody or a situation, or some information might come to you just from the answers you are seeking, and something from a dream will click into place. So just be solitary in waiting to see what comes now. Sit back and watch. This is a great moon. This one says joy. Oh, this is a beautiful card. I love these shaman cards. Okay, so basically Grandmother Moon is saying that be joyous, be joy. The moon is full. She's happy. She's come through a whole cycle to get to herself to full. She had to strip back her layers and come back to basic just to get to full again, and she has to do that repetitively. It's a cycle. It's every single month, and Grandmother Moon is saying, this moon is asking you, this moon phase is saying to you, look at the joy in your life. What have you got going for you that's joyous? And it could just be hearing a song on the radio, eating your favorite food, having a soak in the bath. It could literally just be anything. It could be anything. Having a phone call with somebody you haven't spoken to in a while. What is giving you joy at this time of the moon, at this full moon? Forgiveness, okay. And there's also a moon. There's sun and moon. So Grandfather Sun and Grandmother Moon, maybe you've got some stuff going on with the family. Maybe there's some ancestral stuff going on. Maybe there is some family issues that are going on for you, and you need to instill forgiveness, because these guys are the ancestors. They're the patriarch and the matriarch of all traditional clans. So whatever it is you need to work on, this moon is a good time to release and let that go. Maybe do a moon release spell. If you don't know how to do a moon release spell, look it up. It's very easy. You could literally just write down what no longer serves you and you want to release it, and you can just rip it up. Put it out under the moon for an hour or so, bring it in before bed, rip it up, and then put it in the bin. You are released. Have a look online. You'll find different ways to do moon release things. Everybody does stuff different. Quest, right. I love these cards. Okay, quest. So what are you seeking? Answers, information. What you are seeking is coming. The answers you need are coming. You are on the right quest. But it also says sit back in quiet contemplation and meditation and see what comes forward. Again, forgiveness is here, so maybe these are the answers that you need. Empowerment. Stand in your power and dislodge that hairball so you can have some genuine communication. But quest, you are on the right quest. The information you need is coming. And Grandmother Moon is saying she's happy for you to instill the energy from her for this particular moon cycle to get you what you need, to get the answers you were seeking. Oh, prayer. Beautiful. Yep, perfect. This ties in with what I've just said. Your quest, your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being heard. I definitely think now that this forgiveness card has come out that it's to do with family, and family doesn't have to be blood. Family could be friends, long-term friends. You need to forgive, or they need to forgive you. Either way, your prayers are being heard. You're on the quest of getting to the truth of the matter, even just for yourself. And Spirit is saying that you've made the right decision. You are being guided at this time. Again, blue for throat. So what have we got going on here? Now, these particular little silver cards here are just little channeled messages from Grandmother Moon herself. And let's see what we got here. Thank you. Yep, cool. Okay, that's enough. First one that was already flicked over is Shaman. And I've said before, whether you remember or not, but I'm actually studying shamanism, and I will be seeking a specific shaman to do my apprenticeship with and get my initiation done. I'm actually studying shamanism anyway. I'm studying to be a shaman, but I want to take it to that next level. It's all through my family. It might be through your family. You might know a shaman. You might need to go and see a shaman. But this is a really good moon to be doing these things. Beautiful. You might need to literally go and see a shaman. You might need to just cleanse your house or cleanse your space. You might know shamanism to be that of smudging and things like that. This just could be an indication to you. You might need to do that. But yeah, I love the world of shamanism, and I could literally just do my shamanism that I'm doing and then do my own initiation and then step into the world of shamanism. But I want to go to the next level. It's shamans and healers and stuff are all through my family anyway. It's my turn. Next card, it says totem. Woohoo! Okay, so if you know what your totem animal is, or you don't know what your totem animal is, this is a really good moon to find that out. This is a really good moon to do some meditation, to have a conversation with your totem animal, and that is a direct message from me. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Grandmother Moon. So you need to work with your totem animal at this time. If you don't know what it is, you can do meditations to find out what your totem animal is, and they will give you the messages. You don't have to do 3-hour long ones. You can do shorter ones, half an hour, 40 minutes. They're pretty good. But you need to work with your totem animal. And if you do know what your totem animal is, you need to give thanks to them during this moon. Youth. Right. Maybe you've got somebody in your life that is youth that you need to have some time with over this full moon cycle. Maybe, like, for example, I've got a son who's 14 and he loves the element and aspect of all the witchy poo things that I do. He is obviously going to be learning all my techniques, and I'll be teaching him the ways of our ancestors. So that's a message for me, to get my boy out under the moon tonight and to give him a cleanse and give us a smudge and just do a bit of stuff together. But for you, this could tie in with the information you're seeking about, it says here, the answers you need are coming. Your prayers have been heard. You're on the quest for information and forgiveness. Maybe you need to forgive something about your own youth when you were a young child, or in your youth. Maybe that somebody in your life is actually being immature and they're not being sensible about whatever's going on, or they're lying or being deceitful or sneaky, and that comes from a space of immaturity. Whatever this card means to you, you'll know. But it's a good full moon to get some release. 2 more. Trees. Okay, so if you hug trees, I recommend go hug a tree. If you don't hug trees, I recommend that you just at least look at a tree and go, wow, thank you for all the oxygen, all the air, everything you're giving me, because without the trees, humans wouldn't even be alive. So Grandmother Moon is saying this is a really good time to actually just give thanks to the planet in itself, to Gaia, to the actual earth and all the greenery, all the plants and everything. If you've got some plants you need to water, now's the time to do that. But for me personally, this could mean hugging trees. I've got a lot of branches here off trees through my house, so I understand what this means to me. But yeah, trees. Hug a tree. And trees are about strength and core and being grounded and rooted right down through to the earth and just living their authentic self. So last one, drums. Oh yeah, boys. Okay, so basically Grandmother Moon is saying you need to have a healing, even if it's just a sound healing. You need to shift your energy. Put some drumming music on if you can. You can just put it on in your earphones or your speakers. Get your boogie on, get your groove on. Play some music while you're cooking dinner or something tonight. It doesn't have to be loud to affect everybody else around the house or what have you, but you need to get some Indian drumming on, and specifically Indian drumming or African drumming, or just that type of drumming. Doesn't have to be marching band drumming. It could be. You might want to get your boogie on with that. But you need to get some drumming music, or you might have a drum, have a little drum, have a little tap under the moon. Whatever it is, it will shift your energy. And give thanks to Grandmother Moon. Thank you for looking out over us for eternity, for millennia, forever. You know, she's very powerful. She's but very graceful. She has this beautiful energy about her, Grandmother Moon. She's very, very wise, very old, very wise, very understanding, very patient, but at the same time, she can place you in darkness. So yeah, get your drums out and have a little tappity tap. So hopefully these messages make sense for you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. A love heart would be great. Just anything, I'd appreciate it. One more for the overall creature. Well, my familiar was up here earlier. So maybe if you've got a pet, you might need to take them out under the moon, even just for 2 or 3 minutes. And by the way, we are all creatures. Maybe you need to go out under the moon. So yeah, take care. Much love. It says smudge. I said that earlier. So maybe you need to have a cleanse. You need to smudge. Get outside under the moon and smudge. I will be tonight. So take care, guys. Much love, Amethyst.